What is ASMR? By an old fogey called Dimitri, primarily me. This video is about trying to give you a tool to help you to talk to someone about it that doesn't understand what ASMR is. ASMR is one of the most difficult things to explain to a person. It's a tingling sensation that you feel down your scalp. Anyway, so you know what ASMR is because you're watching this video. Unless you're trying to learn about it. Well, if you are, or if you're not, listen on. Alright, so when you're trying to explain ASMR to people, I try and give them a comparison, something that is universally accepted, something that is universally understood. One of the most common things I would say would be, do you like getting a haircut? Do you find when the hairdresser is using their scissors and cutting around, you get like a bit of the sound moving around your head? Well, that's like a binaural effect of sound, and the way someone's focusing on you. Most people will agree that getting a haircut is quite relaxing. Or, for example, getting your hair shampooed and a head massage. Or getting a massage is universally accepted as something that feels good. Well, I try and compare ASMR to that. It's not quite the same, but I'm talking about more like its relaxing effects where you find it calming and relaxing when someone's focusing on you, giving you a haircut. Well, ASMR has that effect, but it's better. That's kind of like one way that I would try and describe it. Try and give a person something that they understand, something that's easy for them to take in, because ASMR is portrayed in many, many different ways, but it's still the tingling sensation that you feel. So when I'm trying to explain it to someone, I'll often use that as a comparison. Other things that you can do, for example, is if you were getting a massage, or, for example, getting like a little hypnosis session. A lot of people really like that, where you can just sort of close your eyes and just relax. For example, at my gym, at the end of a yoga session, it's very common that the instructor will turn the lights down, put on some relaxing music, and go through like a general sort of hypnosis type script just to, calm yourself down, relax. And it's something that's quite enjoyable that a lot of people will stick around for because of the calming and the relaxing effect. So ASMR, in its core, is one of its benefits is it's calming, it's relaxing. The way someone's talking to you, nice and softly, just like this, just calm down. I want you just to close your eyes and just think of yourself in a nice place that you find relaxing, whether it's on a beach, in the shade, by a creek. You can hear the sound of water flowing past you. These types of activities are quite calming, where someone's focusing on you, and ASMR videos mimics that personal interaction and that focus, where you can kind of go into that state where it feels like it's a real interaction. Well, it kind of is a real interaction, because when I'm talking to the camera like this, I'm imagining that you, the person that's listening, right at this moment of time, it's not that it is, it's that I am talking to you right now to convey a message, convey a feeling, try and be with you in this moment. And that is very much a recurring theme in the videos that I record. Like even right now, I'm imagining that you're right there, and it's almost like I can feel each individual person watching this at this exact moment is right here. And that's a very common theme with the way that we record the videos, is that there's some strange mechanism that allows us to connect one-on-one with a person, which is part of the core experience of receiving a relaxing experience. Whether it's getting a haircut where you're paying for someone, getting a massage, these are common things that people might have. Then there's a lot of more uncommon things which doesn't really happen much in our society, but sometimes the way a person talks, the way a person describes something, the way a person acts in a certain way through individual situations can bring about ASMR. So something else I'd really like to ask you is your ideas on how you can describe ASMR. Like, what's a situation that a normal person might be able to relate to that can bridge the divide that there is between not knowing what ASMR is to giving a person something that they can walk away with kind of like an understanding. Like, you know, when I was at school, they used to do the hair checks, and I used to like that. And the person might say, oh, I did too. It could be, you know, when I was young, you know, for the girls or the boys, that when someone was combing their hair, or again, the haircut thing, you know, they might relate to that. Or, for example, you know, when we were younger or a child, the mother or father might run fingers through the hair, if you had hair, not like me. Or like I used to remember getting a back scratch. And, you know, right now to this day, I can remember that I like it nice and slow, long, and just to vary the way that it's scratched, you know, changing what it is that you're doing. And these are some of the things that I kind of can connect with. So what are some of your ideas that we could use to give to people to help them to understand what ASMR is? Something else that people might understand is frisson. And frisson is a tingling sensation you experience listening to a piece of music that's moving to you. For me, watching certain points in a movie. For me, one of the recurring bits of visual stimulus that I can receive for myself personally is watching the end scene of the movie 300, where they're talking about the last scene where all of the Spartans and the Greeks are about to defend or attack the Persians. That there is a common point. And for example, another point might be like the American Idol, the voice type shows. People I believe, quite like watching those, because I believe that those shows stimulate that frisson, tingling sensation that people find pleasurable. Another strange but odd way to describe tingling sensation is, let's see, how do we say this in a way that's understandable? Let's use the word urination. Yes. So I have this belief. Well, this is my understanding of my belief, or the way that I feel things, is that for me as a man, you know, when I'm standing up and I have to go, is that for me, it's actually very, very common now that every time I do go, usually as I get towards the end of my going, I get like a shiver going down my body, and I can feel the tingling sensation going down my body literally now every time I go to do a urination, because I believe that when you're doing that, you're expelling stuff out of your body that you don't want. Just toxic crap that's in our food and our environment and stuff like that. I believe that when you're doing that, it's activating the same part of your nervous system that I believe is activating in a more intense way when you're experiencing ASMR, which is the parasympathetic nervous system that is designed to relax you, to feel good, and also to flush bad stuff out of your body. I looked for medical studies on a tingling sensation when you urinate, but I couldn't find any. I guess it's like ASMR. It would be very, very difficult to explore. Now, I've spoken to men about this, and they do remember experiencing this type of a sensation. Most commonly when you're a little bit urgent to go, and after you go, it's like and then you get like a little bit of a shiver down your body, and then the tinglings sort of go down your body a little bit as well. So that's a way that I've been describing it, because it's something that all people can relate to. But I don't know if girls experience it sitting down, because I don't know. I haven't spoken to any girls that have related to that form of experience of experiencing tingles. So again, I need feedback from you. Are there any girls that after they urinate, do they feel that little shiver, that tingling sensation going down their body? So comments on different ways that you can describe ASMR. What are different experiences? Tell me, going to get a tutor session, getting a tutor session from someone whose voice is pleasurable to you. And for men and girls, can you tell me, and just think about it too, is that when you are going, just, think if you do feel that sensation, and not focus on it, but just kind of try and understand it. And it's possible that you may experience it more and more. That's my case. So, almost every time I go, I get the tingles. But I'm an old fogey that's in Australian slang translations. It means I'm a bit strange, which most people think of people that talk about ASMR. I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to do more in this series, but this is the first video, and I kind of hope you enjoy my interesting take on how to explain what ASMR is to people.